on the door, Jenny. Just knock on the door. Don't be pathetic. Knock on the door, Jenny. There's nothing to fear. You're being pathetic. It's just a door. You've seen one before. Just knock on the door. Look at you trying to hide, silly. Standing outside the principal's office like a little girl. It's just pathetic. Oh. Look at you hesitating, hand shaking. You should be embarrassed. You're not a little girl. It's just pathetic. Knock on the door, Jenny. What are you waiting for? Just knock on the door. Perhaps the wait, she's probably having a meeting or something. I want to be interrupted. Having anything cautiously situated to the one. Should avoid conversation impossible. I'll come back later then. But this little girl, this miracle, knock on the door, Jenny. Just knock on the door. Don't be pathetic. Enter.
Well, don't just stand there like wet tissue. Get on with it.
Yes, Miss Trunchbull. There's, in my class, that is, there was a little girl called Matilda Wormwood.
Daughter of Mr. Harry Wormwood, owner of Wormwood Motors. Excellent man. He told me to watch out for the brat, though. He says she's a real boss.
No, headmistress, I didn't think Matilda's that kind of child at all.
What is the school motto, Miss Honey?
Batinatum est magatum.
Babinatum est magatum. Children are maggots. Oh, it must have been her who put that stink bomb under my desk this morning. Oh, I'll have her for that. Thank you for suggesting it.
But I didn't, Miss Trunchbull. Matilda Wormwood is a genius.
Nonsense! I just told you she's a gangster.
She knows the times tables.
So she's learned a few tricks.
But she can read.
So can I.
I have to tell you, headmistress, this little girl should be placed at the top form with the 11-year-olds.
She's a squib, a shrimp, an unhatched tadpole. I cannot simply place her in the top form with the 11-year-olds. What kind of society would that be, Miss Honey? What about rules? Rules!
I believe that Matilda Wormwood is an exception to the rules. Stop being pathetic, Jenny. Stop pretending, Jenny, that you're going to march in there and give them a piece of your mind. Leave it alone, Jenny. The more that you try, the more that you just look like a fool. This is not your problem. You've not got the spine. You are a teacher, just go back to school. But this little girl, this miracle, she seems not to know that she's special at all. And what sort of teacher would I be if I let this little girl fall? I can see this little girl needs somebody strong to fight by her side. Instead, she found me. Pathetic little me. And another door closes, and Jenny's outside. for a second. I'm afraid I've not been too successful in getting others to recognize your abilities. So starting tomorrow, I shall bring a collection of very clever books that will challenge your mind. You may sit and read while I teach the others. And, well, if you have any questions, I shall do my best to answer them. How does that sound? Matilda, that was the biggest hug in the world. You're gonna knock all the air out of me. Matilda, I don't think you're strange, that thing with your eyes. I think it is something to do with that incredible mind of yours.
So you mean my brain's too big for my head, so it squishes out through my eyes?
Well, not exactly, Matilda, but something like that. You really are a special girl, Matilda. I met your mother. She's unusual. How about your father? Is he proud to have a daughter as clever as you?
Oh, yes, he's very proud. He's always saying, "Oh, Matilda, I'm so proud to have a daughter." That's a lie. He doesn't say any of that. He calls me a liar and a cheat and a nasty little creep.
Here we are, home sweet home.
Are you poor?
Yes, I am. Very.
But don't they pay teachers very much?
Well, they don't, actually. But I'm even poorer than most because of other reasons. You see, I used to live with my aunt. One day, I was walking out, and I came across this old shed. I fell completely in love with it. I grabbed the farmer, and I begged him to let me move in. He thought I was mad, and he agreed. And I've lived here ever since.
But honey, you can't live in a shed.
I'm not strong like you, Matilda. You see, my father died when I was young. Magnus was his name. He was very kind. But when he was gone, my aunt became my legal guardian. She was mean and cruel and horrible, like you could hardly imagine. And when I got my job as a teacher, I suddenly got presented with a bill for looking after me. All those years, she had written everything down. Every tea bag, every electricity bill, every tin of beans. She made me sign a contract to pay her back. Every penny. She even used a document to say that my father had given her his entire house.
Did he really do that? Magnus? Did he just give his house to her?
I don't know, but I find it hard to believe. Just like that, I cannot believe that he would have killed himself. It is what she said happened.
Miss Honey, you think she did him in, don't you?
I don't know what to say, although all those years of being bullied by that woman have made me pathetic. I was trapped.
So that's why you live in a shed.
This roof keeps me dry when the rain falls. This door helps to keep the cold at bay. On this floor I can stand on my own 2 feet. On this chair I can write my lessons. On this pillow I can dream my nights away. And this table, as you can see, looks perfect for tea. It isn't much, but it is enough for me. It isn't much, but it is enough.
But Miss Honey, she has your house, she has everything that's yours.
On these walls I hang wonderful pictures. Through this window I can watch the seasons change. By this lamp I can read. And I am set free. And when it's cold outside, I feel no fear. Even in winter storms, I am warmed by a small but stubborn fire. This is my house. This is my house. It isn't much, but it is enough for me. This is my house. This is my house. It isn't much, but it is enough. And when it's cold and bleak, I feel no fear. Even in fiercest storms, I am warmed by a small but stubborn fire. Even when outside it's freezing, I don't pay much heed. I know that everything I need is in here. It isn't much, but it is enough for me. It isn't much, but it is enough for me.
Matilda, do you want to stay here with Miss Honey? Yes, I do. And you want to look after her?
I do.
Well, we are a bit short of room, so yes.
Thank you. And Matilda leapt into Miss Honey's arms
And hugged her.
Oh, and Miss Honey hugged her back. Woods.
And Rodolfo!
And they hardly noticed as the wormwoods and Rodolfo sped away in the distance.
Because they have found each other.